The third way in politics is not going to be found in ideology. It is going to be found in institutions, chief among them the church. You know, Pope Francis, politically, he's been on a roll lately. A lot of people view Pope Francis as rather liberal politically, and yet he's had some real zingers that we've covered on the show last week. Well, he's got another one over the weekend. And I will translate this one for those of you who do not read and speak Italian. This is a headline in La Repubblica. La Repubblica has quoted the Holy Father many times over the years. It's a center-left newspaper in Italy. And the headline is, "C'è già troppa Papa Francesco invita così I vescovi italiani a non ammettere seminaristi gay." When I saw this headline, I did a double take. I said, what? Hold on, wait, that can't mean what I think it means. So the translation is, please forgive my language. I hope we don't have to bleep this because I don't know how else to explain it. The headline is, there is already too much. Pope Francis invites the Italian bishops to not admit gay seminarians. And you can go through the whole thing. It says it's raised some eyebrows among the bishops. I'll just sort of translate on the fly. In a meeting behind closed doors, Bergoglio, Pope Francis, uttered this comment that left more than one prelate surprised. But that's his take on it. A little too much lavender in the seminaries. Pretty based, whatever you think about Pope Francis, most people think he's very liberal. Some people, even when he says these conservative things, they say, well, this is just an example of Peronism, like Juan Perón in Argentina, who would appease the conservatives sometimes, and he would then appease the leftists, but he was always advancing leftism. So that's one lens of viewing this. You say, well, it's just Peronism. Whatever it is, though, there's something else going on. The church has been around for 2,000 years. Okay? I happen to believe that the church has the protection of the Holy Spirit, which will preserve her, and the gates of hell will not prevail against the church. But for those who don't believe in the church that way, at the very least, you can look and say, this institution's been around for 2,000 years. And it's really hard to revolutionize a 2,000-year institution overnight. This is going to be the third way. In politics, if you're a conservative and you're competing in ideology, you're losing. Ideology is intrinsically left-wing. Ideology intrinsically benefits the libs because ideology divorces politics from ways of life and traditions and families and peoples and borders and institutions and more basic habits and characteristics of political life. If you're competing on the level of ideology, actually, my 5 bullet point manifesto says that freedom and equality actually mean this, and that's why we're going to you're going to lose. Right now, go to hallow.com/Knowles. It would be easy to just toss all of your discipline aside for the summer. But a life of greatness does not happen by taking the easy route. The Hallow app offers an incredible range of guided meditations and prayers that are designed to help you deepen your spirituality and strengthen your connection to God. With Hallow, you can embark on a journey of exploration, diving into different themes and types of prayer and meditation. From gratitude to forgiveness, each session offers a unique experience, sparking your curiosity and deepening your spiritual understanding. Choose different lengths of meditation to fit your schedule, whether you have a few minutes or an hour. With its user-friendly interface and hundreds of guided meditations, the Hallow app has quickly become a go-to resource for people seeking spiritual growth and healing. You can download the app for free at hallow.com/Knowles, K-N-W-L-E-S. It allows you to set prayer reminders and track your progress. Hallow will transform the way that you connect with your faith on a deeper level. Don't lose your prayer habits in this summer. Maintain your peace and deepen your relationship with God on Hallow. Download the Hallow app today at hallow.com/Knowles. Hallow.com/Knowles for an exclusive 3-month free trial of all 6,000 plus prayers and meditations. You're not going to win playing their game. If you want to win, you've got to focus on institutions, way of life, peoples, family, habits, culture, borders, countries. Okay, something that's a little bit deeper. which is why even those who want to say, oh, the church has gone so left, oh, the Pope has gone so left. Well, read that. I don't know. Pretty right-wing to me. Even, I'll move on from the Pope, but there was even another line. This was on Friday. I meant to get to it. Didn't have time. Pope Francis met with some plastic surgeons. And in his meeting with plastic surgeons, he attacks plastic surgery. He says, I welcome you with a smile on our lips, natural, not remodeled. Even that on our lips, is he using the royal we? The royal we, which is how monarchs have spoken. I don't know. I'm only reading an English translation, so I don't know. But the Pope says, I with a smile on our lips. That's pretty trad, pretty base, because he's speaking for the institution, for the whole people, not just personally. I welcome you with a smile on our lips, natural, not remodeled. Then he talks about how beauty is not subject to, quote, the planned trends of the fashion business, the business of culture, the culture of appearances, but which connects to the truth of humanity, to the most intimate being, which we cannot disfigure. Our faces are destined to reflect a beauty that goes beyond what can be perceived with the eyes of the body. I love this. Totally love this. I am very anti-plastic surgery. I recognize in certain cases, in order to repair something that has been disfigured through accident or the fallenness of this world, I understand there can be some good uses of plastic surgery. That's not how it's usually used. It's usually used by insecure women and men who, who think they know better than God and who make an idol out of their physical appearances and who end up usually almost always looking much worse as a result of it. This is a great line. This is a great line. That this natural beauty, we don't want to subject it to the whims and passing fashions. We talk about radical self-acceptance in this modern world, and yet those very same people are the ones demanding cosmetic surgery. So radical cosmetic surgery as to include to look more like women. No, if we want a sort of radical self-acceptance, recognize that natural beauty has a lot more to recommend it than man's artifice, and there's more to the world than just thinking about ourselves. When we put our minds on something else, there our beauty really shines. That was a great clip. Now, hold up, ring the bell, ring it. Come on. We'll see you next time.